Hey baddies! Welcome to Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. Today we're asking the question, why do people fear you? So this should be super interesting and I'm so glad all of you are here. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome to Auntie Amy's house. The reading we're doing today is a result of a vote I took on the community tab to see the reading that you wanted to see next, and this is the reading that won. So yay! So as you see before you, there are 3 cards. These are going to be your psychic linking objects. I will be pulling today as I go. Now if you are drawn to more than one group, there probably is going to be more than one message for you. Alright? And with that said, I'll see you beautiful magical baddies on the other side. Bye guys! Hey group 1, all of you who selected the pink baddie, this is going to be your reading all about why do people fear you. So keep in mind this is a general reading, it's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. You guys are up really high today, so I can't really see the screen, so hopefully it all works out. I wanted you to be able to see the table. So, and your auntie's tongue is a tad bit heavy. Alright, so forgive me. We have martyr, willing to proceed despite risk of injury. Oh, you're a baddie. Sacrifice by choice, goes distance for others. Fights for injustice for others, not just for self. Done. Why do they fear you? 'Cause you're a baddie. You will put yourself through absolute misery for other people. You will stand up for injustice. And you don't care. You don't care the consequences. That is brave. That is courage. And that is scary. It's scary to the people who you come for. The people who oppress. The people you care about. Oh, we have you got rebel too. Unconventional. Breaks tradition. Inspiring. Does not conform. Challenges injustices. We have that again. Are you a child of Nemesis? Bold. Lilith speaks out against discrimination. Independent. Ooh, there's fire here. Are you a fire sign? Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Ooh, you're brave. And your focus, your aim is true. I'm feeling a Sagittarius pulling back that bow, letting the arrow fly. You're a badass. Just plain and simple. Your boldness in the way you are loyal to the things you care about is frightening to the people who are out to do you harm or have bad intentions. And honestly, I don't know if you've noticed this, but there's a lot of people like that in the world right now. And they're coming more and more up into the surface where we can see them. It's alarming. So those people are intimidated. They fear you. And you can feel them. You feel them. You have a gift for feeling these kind of people out. And the thing is that you feel them out like a human lie detector. Like you feel that when someone's a thief. You just know it. A thief of time, energy, things, people, situations. Liars. There's something about their aura. You're just like, ah. Their aura sometimes feels like a chicken egg that's speckled, you know? Yeah. Okay, so we have mad scientist, benevolent, with good spirited intentions, high intelligence, intuitively extracts info, able to invent ideas that were unimaginable. I feel like when you're in a bad situation, you come up with amazing ideas. I think you're a survivor. And I think you survive through the use of your creative genius. It's intimidating the way you know how to do this. You may think, well, everyone has a survival instinct. No. No, my love, you are wrong. Not everyone has this kind of survival instinct. This kind of will. Do you hear what I'm saying? This is somebody with a extremely strong, enduring will. It's rare. I know for some of you that makes you feel very lonely, you know. Will is cultivated, okay? It's cultivated by circumstances, unfortunately. And you have been through it. You don't get to be this level of badass. You don't get to be this level, okay, without going through a few things, my dear. The brokenness of heart. And I don't mean that in a light way. I'm saying brokenness of heart. And nobody helped you. And this is why you're so incredibly strong and independent. Self-validating. Because in order for you to overcome that brokenness that you were alone in and nobody was there, you had to become self-validating. You had to become the fire. You had to ignite. This card here with the fire. Okay, let's get some more cards here. I'm going to do the Akate Oracle. Tell me more about my very brave and strong Group 1. You are terrifying to some people because within this rebel fiery energy is rage. It is a fuel of this martyr who's willing to go as long as it takes to accomplish your mission here on earth. You have a higher calling and you're so focused. You're so focused. It's frightening. I'm hearing it's frightening. In the spiritual realm, you are a fearful thing, I hear. See, I feel you as friend in the other realms, but there are some who are so terrified of you. Good for you. We have guidance. They know. People can feel this energy. when you walk in a room, it's a presence. It is so scary. It is this energy of, there it is, obstacles. Now I'm picking up on these dogs here. These aren't these aren't your obstacles, okay? These are like guardian type spirits. Do you have a dog? Are you a child of Hecate? Hecate? There's some Chiron energy coming through. Some healing energy coming through. You really are a guide here. You're extremely powerful. And part of your mission here is to guide people over and through obstacles, because this is what you've done. And now during this time, you are meant to have the spirit. You are meant to use this energy in a very creative way to help others on their journey, because you are guided divinely. People fear you because they feel this. They don't know what it is. And people will fear this and feel this more and more. They fear you because you are different. They fear you because of this rage. And it's not wild rage. It's not unfocused. It is sharp as an arrow, pinpointed. They fear you because you know that you are more. You have been through so much. You have transmuted so much that you're at the point in your journey where you see and understand that reality is malleable. It is flexible. And if we push it, if enough of our energy within the collective pushes it one way, it will go that way. Somehow, weirdly. And now in this time, there are energies actively anchoring timelines. They're time anchors. And so the waves are becoming more effective. Let's get some tarot, shall we? Let's get some tarot. Tell me more. They fear you because you can push waves of energy into the collective through the use of your rage. And you can choose how you do it. It's free will. Oh. We have the King of Swords here. I don't care for this energy. We have the 10 of Cups. We're not taking reversals. And we have the 9 of Swords. Why do they fear you? Well, I think energies with smart mouths, disrespectful mouths, energies of aggression, energies of despair, overstepping masculine energies. And that can be any gender, that's energy. Do have a reason to fear this energy because you do not have any problem whatsoever letting a bitch know. Period. End of conversation. Next question. Oh, that's the 9 of Cups. Sorry, I thought it was the 10. I just noticed it's the 9 of Cups. It doesn't even matter. And there's a confidence here that you wear almost like a uniform. People do worry and fret. You cause people to worry and fret about their business, about their money. Can they compete? You know what? I think there's also energy of like, am I good enough? Am I good enough to talk to you? Am I good enough to be around you? It's fear and intimidation. Tell me a little bit more. Why do people fear my group 1? Because you're a baddie. You're a baddie. And people stay up late at night thinking about you. But that's another reading. Okay, we have the 8 of Wands. So much energy. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. They perceive that there is a lot of success around you. They perceive there's a lot of like buzz around you, a lot of energy around you. And there's something about your anger here as well with all these wands. But it feels like they fear you because they're not sure they can compete. They're not sure that they can do what you do. I feel like they fear you because they know that you can dress them down. They know that you, oh my gosh, they really think that you're better than them. You have a power. There is a power about you. And there's this energy of, I feel like even your friends have this kind of fear of being, you leaving them out, being cut off, being put out. There's this almost competition with you. They fear they can't compete. We have leaving, new horizons to be sought. Oh yeah, you'll just leave. You will cut somebody off, no problem. Which causes people to feel like they don't get any closure, right? But in your mind, the ghosting, the no contact, that is closure. And you don't owe anyone closure. And people see that and they think it's heartless. The truth is, you're not heartless at all. You've been through a lot of pain, emotional pain, because you're very strong. So I think you've learned that sometimes, especially if you are aware of your own patterns, sometimes it feels like you believe that it's just better to cut it off than to be toxic with people and do more damage. I don't think it's done in a bad way. We have Autumn 13. Is it that scary? Why, yes. Why, yes. I think looks can be deceiving, and I think that scares people. I think sometimes people don't see you coming. I think a lot of you you're very attractive, um, and you do wear this kind of energy about you that can be intimidating. But I also think that some of you have an exterior that um, there's an element of you that people don't see you coming. There, there's something about your energy that's very mysterious. My throat keeps trying to close up during this reading. I'm not sure what's going on, but stop it. Stop it. All right, let's get a couple more cards here. Okay. So I feel like people fear you because are you a Gemini? Is that what I'm picking up on? Because I feel like there's two energies here. Okay. Sorry. I'm saying sorry to my cards. I just dropped something. Your auntie. Okay. I feel like we got two energies here. I feel like this is like a Gemini energy, or you just have kind of like this going on. Okay. Um, you know what I'm saying? I know you know what I'm saying. Okay. You have this kind of thing going on, like a very, what I would call a more sweet, demure kind of thing. And then we have this like baddie. All right. Um, and it doesn't have to be like two different things, but I think you know what I'm saying. Okay. And that can be for any gender. All right. Um, so I feel like that is an unpredictable energy, and it may catch some people off guard. They may not see you coming. We have money. Money. I love this deck. I absolutely love the Phoenix deck. It's one of my favorites. Look at that beautiful purple bird with the money. Whoo! That feels nice. Tell me more about the money. Don't you want to know about the money? I feel like in work situations, people fear you're going to take their money or get in the way of their money, or they're jealous because you make more money. But tell me more about this money. Is this a money message? We have imagination. Oh, that's a beautiful card. I love these cards. They're very active. The art is just, and the colors are very activating. There's something here about like the way you look that is so intriguing to people. People are intrigued. I'm hearing intrigued. And we have air, path of wisdom. Are you an air sign? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Why do people fear you? Because deep down, your wisdom is kind of obvious by the way you carry yourself. You're not messy, but you do meaningful things. Meaning, when someone gets in your way of something that you believe in strongly, you will speak up, okay? But you don't go making drama. That's not who you are. And it feels like people fear you coming for them. They fear losing contact with you as well. When you cut off contact, people feel very isolated. They feel very confused. Because for a lot of you, when you cut off contact, a lot of times the people don't realize what's happened. But that's just the way it goes. And other people see you do that in your life, and it scares them that they could lose you that way. And the truth is, they could. And it puts a fear in their heart of losing you that way. But again, we talked about this earlier. It's just a factual fact of how you may operate. And that may look differently, how that unfolds. It may be different situations, but there's some kind of behavior here that other people see that they find fearful and scary. And they feel they may lose you because of it. But you do it because of what you've been through. You may do it because you don't want to trigger your own issues. This money card, an imagination. It feels like that's a little message all its own, and I just, I can't go without a little message. I feel like this little 9 of cups over here and this little 8 of wands may have something to say. Let's just look in on this just a second, and then we'll go. Tell me about this for my group 1. We have the Queen of Swords. It's time for you guys who are creating. You're creating something, you're building something. It's time to get on the road. If you're on the road and you have an idea, you need to do it, okay? Do the thing. Whatever your thing is, all right? We've got several cards here. No reversals. We have the 2 of wands. Whatever this is, okay, the thought coming into the world, okay? Let it rise. We have death and the Queen of Pentacles. This idea, this concept, this schooling, this thing, your precious thing that is connected to your money, okay? It could be something creative. It's definitely something creative, okay? It's yours. Whatever it is, do as you're guided to do. There's going to be some kind of transformation, and it's going to lead to this Queen of Pentacles. That is independence. That is being able to take care of yourself. Okay. Now, this is quite a walk. Okay. It's a process. So it's not going to happen overnight, but it is a path. It is a journey that you're meant to be on. It will help you be able to take care of yourself and your family. And it will help you nourish your creativity, your artist within. And there will be a lot of energy around it and success. So, good news. All right, group 1. That's what I received for you. I hope this was an interesting and fun reading, and I enjoyed reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. And leave a little green heart if you made it this far. That might be fun. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 2, all of you who selected Unleash Your Demons. This is going to be your reading all about why do people fear you? All right, so keep in mind this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, let's get into it. I'm going to shuffle this deck up and we're going to find out why do people fear you, group 2. Unleash your demons. Well, I've got an idea or two. But let's see. Let's see what we got. Okay. All right. Ooh, I just kind of fell out. We have friend. Ooh, you got a lot. That's okay. Okay, friend, mediator, peacemaker, sidekick, generous, loyal, harmonious, gives good advice, hero, perceptive, approachable, kind-hearted, trust. They trust you. Oh, trickster. Okay. Self-aware, purposeful, seeks out new ideas. Did you see this one? I don't know. There you go. Okay. Trickster, self-aware, purposeful, seeks new ideas and experiences, openly questions and mocks authority, bends or breaks rules to change status quo. Well, there you go. Why do people fear you? Well, we got zombie. Resistance to fears and overcomes obstacles. Survival. Active. Uses tactics to defend others. Does not allow fear to predict future outcomes. Are you a zombie too? And we have Weaver. Tough and imperfectly perfect. Truth teller. Steady attention brings reward. Magical. Content, content, and non-suffering from FOMO wise. You're a trickster zombie, and you come in the package of a friend. That's crazy. That is crazy energy. And I feel like they see this a lot. People see this friend, this funny friend, this hi, how are you? Nice to see you. Let's chat. Let's have some toast and chat about the weather. You know, they see that mostly. But because there's something about you keep things kind of behind closed doors. I get this. It's like a whole menagerie behind this fence, and really the fence is not strong enough to hold what I feel here. It feels very strong. It feels like a whole lot of zombies, a whole lot of magical zombie tricksters. That's what it feels like. And you just try to contain it. You try to contain it. That's what you do. Are these different cards? What? No. Okay. Just shuffle them. Yes, those are different cards. I picked up some cards from another deck. Okay. All right. I got it together, maybe. Let's get some more cards. Tell me about group 2. Why do people fear my group 2? Well, you're a zombie. You have zombie energy. You may dress a little dark or a little different, you know, a little creative, a little tricky, trickstery, a little zombie-ish, a little magical. You know, you're not like everybody else in that department, and people may be a little, you know, taken aback. But I do think that you're very kind, you're very friendly, and they don't know about this menagerie of stuff you got going on. They just do not know. Okay, the top and the bottom. Set. Woo! Well, Well, damn. Ooh, I feel that energy. Prince of Adverse. Short-sightedness, ambition, narcissism. Narcissism? Narcissism. Y'all gonna have to give your auntie a break, okay? Uh, there's the card. And I'm not really, you know, the words are the words. I'm getting the energy here. Like, this is part of what's behind that door, okay? You may be connected to Set or some underworld energy that's extremely powerful and might be a little tricky, okay? Might be low key like, or just, tricky in general. They can be a little tricky. But people, they just, the thing is, I think people fear you because you're very friendly, okay? You're very generous, but there is this, it's almost like people know there's certain things that you won't talk about, or perhaps you don't let people in your home, okay? Perhaps there's certain things you don't talk about. There's an air of mystery here, and there's power with this right here, with this. And then we have the ageless, the light in the darkness, healing, gracious acceptance. This is very powerful, extremely powerful energy you have here. Healing energy. But you really don't want to be messed with. And some of you have a very hypervigilant energy. And people sense that. Like, they sense there's something, like, you don't want to mess with this person. And it feels like a lot of times before people get this energy of the ageless, the light and the darkness, they get this. They meet this. They get the friend. This is like a friendly, let's have tea, let's do toast, let's talk about the weather, let's make bubbles, whatever we do, we're friends, okay? And then when people want to engage in deeper conversation, they want to go beyond the shallow. They get this. It's almost like this is a gate or a test. Unleash your inner demons. Unleash your demons. Like, this is what they meet. It's like, you shall not pass here. Because I have this here. I have an ageless wonder here. This is the truth of me, and I have fought to become this person. And I don't allow everyone close to this energy. I protect it. I protect this part of me. But people don't really know that, okay? When people see this, they're like, oh, ooh, ugh, well, damn. Well, I just don't think I'm probably going to bring cookies to their house now because they really made me feel like they don't want me to go. So probably not. So they can't get past the coolness of it. And you have your reasons. But then, you see them again and it's all friendly, chitter chatter. And they realize, oh, we're just surface friends. Okay. But you leave people questioning. Questioning people leads to what? Fearful people. I think a lot of people fear ridicule from you because I think you can see through people a lot with this energy here. I think a lot of people don't make it past your test, if you will. I hate to call it a test, but for lack of a better term right now, that's what I'm going to call it. Calling the storm. You know, you may have been drawn to group one because I was talking about a bow and arrow in their reading. You, it feels like you prefer to work alone. You prefer to have a very tight circle, and you prefer to not have any chaos around you, which we have two elements of chaos right here. I feel like you have mastered to a degree chaos in your life. Like you've had so much that in order to get where you are, you've had to master chaos. Hence, you have your demons, quote unquote, behind a gate because you have leashed them. You have trained them. You feed them, you take care of them, you understand them, but you have put them in their proper place because you now know how to access them and co-create and heal with them. You got a whole King Solomon thing going on over here, although you don't force. This is not a forced thing, and you hear leashed and you think, oh, they're being forced, and no, it's not like that. It's not like that. You would be surprised. You might be very, very surprised, but you probably already know, right? So let's get some tarot. The tarot, come on down. Woohoo! It's the horror tarot deck. One of my favorite decks, and I haven't used it in a while, and it called to me for your group. Tell me more about my group too. Why do people fear you? Here's the deal. If you work with this underworld current set, and that can be very different energies, just this current, okay? You are very powerful and fearful indeed. And some people tap into it when you're being the trickster energy. Sometimes when you are being friendly, you get into the trickster energy. You can be a little bit of the adversary sometimes. And I feel like you do that to get people to think more than anything else. We're going to take these three cards right here. No reversals. Okay, we have the Suite of Swords. We have an Ace of Swords. I love these cards. They're so, so cool. We have the Eight of Wands. So much energy. Look at the Six of Cups. Why do people fear you? Well, there's an energy of power about you. And even though you've worked in chaotic energy, probably from when you were small. And you've learned to manage it, to command it. It doesn't mean you're perfect. But there's an air about you of clarity. There's an air about you of, I can break through. I'm also feeling this sword here as, and I'm reading this intuitively at this point, of like breaking through from the other side. Okay? You have a connection to the other side. You may be a spirit medium. And that might have helped you actually get control of this force you have, literally. You are a healer, but you are also a powerhouse. You are a force, and it's intimidating. I feel like when people bring you chaos, you send it back. You have the ability to create chaos for people as well. And when you do, they get this big energy, and it brings confusion. We have the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Wands. And it feels like, again, reading this in a kind of a different way, it feels like when people send you chaos, the energy is returned to them with a lot of emotional confusion, a lot of doubting their relationships, a lot of interference in their personal connections. And it's a fearful thing, because it's mental and emotional at the same time. And it causes people to, it feels like it all comes back to you. It's all meant to lead them back to you so they understand what they did by causing the chaos around you. Be this gossip, be this, underhanded stealing, be this whatnot, whatever it is, okay? You have this ability to do this. And the thing is that there's some people who know you have this ability. And it could be through magical means, it could be through people, through situations. It's just, and yet they still do this. They still send you this energy, trying to cause a problem. And they end up getting wrapped up into some stuff with their families. I'm seeing the family here. They start to feel cut off with this Ace of Swords. I'm feeling a cut off energy. Again, I'm reading this intuitively. Okay, we have the Suite of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. They really fear this rising energy of independence from them. Some of you have some like family members that don't like your independence. It's something they fear. They fear you becoming more independent. You're getting rid of codependent relationships and becoming more independent. And people fear that. They don't want you to be independent. They don't want you to be able to take care of yourself. And that's exactly what's happening. And this is your happiness coming in quickly. This card. Okay. It feels like a very healing time for you. We have this Ace of Swords here. Feels like breakthrough for you. I'm reading the cards again differently. A breakthrough that's going to lead to more independence, more growth. There may be a healing within your family coming, and that could be just your general immediate family. Could be a family of friends. There is this energy that feels left out in the cold here. And it feels like this could be someone who stirred the pot, okay? Because they were afraid of you becoming independent. And they kind of made drama for you. They tried to get closer and didn't work out for them. So they just stirred the pot. Okay? And so they're left out in the cold. This could represent a person, a work, a group of people, family members. But I'm picking up on this trap monster. Like, this monster, Frankenstein, cannot do anything. The end is near. And we have this energy over here doing their due, you know, becoming emotionally independent from someone who was toxic and codependent with them. And it could, like I said, could be people, could be a group of people. And I feel the zombie energy rising as like that relationship, that connection could not continue. It was draining. It was draining you, and you had to adjust. You had to make adjustments. And what's left from that is the strength of this zombie, part of your menagerie. And it is resistant to fears and overcomes obstacles, survival, active, uses tactics to defeat others, does not allow fear to predict future outcomes. Very brave, has learned so much, and knows how to survive. A lot of people couldn't do what you did, this major change. And you didn't leave this part of yourself. You brought this forward with you. That's a healing thing to do. That's a healing, I feel like my crown is opening up. It may have been a upper crown. The back of your crown may have opened up because of this part of you that you allowed to come with you. Let's get some more cards here. Let's get some from the Phoenix Oracle. Tell me more about my group 2. Why do people fear my group 2? Because they can't be part of they can't be in. They're out. They can't be in. They're out. They don't know what you've had to do to get where you are. We have learned to live in love. This sounds easier than done when you've lived in tough situations. You've had to learn to live in love of yourself. It's very impressive, and it can be very scary to people who have been codependent with you. It can be very scary to friends. It can be very scary to see someone change. Because when you start breaking free of codependency and things like that, you get elements of yourself back. You start to realize, oh, this was draining. Oh, I was giving this person money constantly. Or, oh, I was going to this person's house all the time and making dinner. Or, oh, I was on the phone listening to this person constantly draining me or whatever. And you stop doing those things and you realize, oh, I have so much more time. I have so much more money. I have so much more me. And you realize that your connection wasn't really reciprocal. I hope I said that right. It was really one-sided. And you need to have more balanced relationships. Maybe in the future, maybe you can establish one with that person. But first you got to kind of heal. And you heal yourself with love. You take that energy that you gave to other people and you love yourself up with it. And it does feel weird. I'll share this with you. The first time I went to the grocery store and I realized that I could buy whatever I want just for me, I didn't have to think about anybody else. I was at a total loss. I had no idea what I was going to buy. That is kind of crazy when you don't even know what you would buy just for yourself. So you kind of start there where you realize that you've been giving pieces of yourself away and you got to get reacquainted with who you are and the things you like, the things you don't like, the things you want to do, the things you don't want to do with that time. And you get some confidence, you get some energy back, you get some independence, and you're loving yourself more and more. And the more you love yourself, the more control you have over these impulses. The more you can focus and use this energy for what you want to overcome obstacles and things like that. Give me another card for my group too. We have the power of empathy. You have it. You should use it. I hope you can see it. You should trust it more. I feel like people fear you because they know that you can feel them out. And you're right. People have a hard time lying to you. I got that in group 1 as well. We have seize the day. You're brave, just like group 1. We have give your all. When you go all in. You're passionate. You're a passionate one. There's a lot of passion here and a lot of feeling. And it feels like instead of it coming from lack or drain, or you're doing it because you think you need to earn love, you're doing things now out of self-love, out of wanting to be creative or wanting to build a business or wanting to spend time with your daughter or wanting to spend time with your son or wanting to spend time with your fur babies or you're doing things because you want to do them. You want to experience life more. There is a resurgence of passion here. I feel a lot of, it's almost like you have a gift of being passionate. That passion can be very scary when you are in situations where you're debating, when you're defending. It comes across as a strong voice that could rock many boats, you could say. But you have this energy for you to focus. I keep seeing this right here, this kind of portal here. And it just feels like you have the ability to open up portals of possibility because you were able to get away from this codependent situation. And I feel like there are people who are saying, I don't know how they did it. I close my eyes and I connect with people at a table. I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they did it, but they did. I don't know what we're going to do. There is so much possibility here. You're not out of time. Okay? Use your passion. Use this energy, okay? And put it towards your goals and your dreams. Unleash them and Take all that energy and mold it into your creation. People are fearful of you because they realize that you are a powerhouse. Underneath this, hi, how are you? Let's have coffee. Let's have toast. Underneath that is power. It's pure potential in its raw form. And they see it every now and then, like a glimmer in your eye when you talk about certain things, because you can't hide the passion. You can't hide it. People pick up on it and they're like, oh, mysterious. Oh, I'm a little scared. What was that? I don't know what to think. They won't let me come to their house. I was just going to drop something off. I wonder what's going on. I'm a little scared. Did you see that shirt they were wearing? That was weird. I can't go to their house. What does that mean? That air about you. Use this powerful energy that you have. Allow it to help you manifest. And, a lot of people are like, manifest money, manifest happiness, manifest health, manifest peace. Okay? You heal yourself. Health is wealth, my friend. Mental health is wealth. Having a home is wealth. Abundance can look like different things to different people. And I think all of us have seen that having the greenbacks all the time, stacked and stacked and stacked and stacked, sometimes there is issues with that. We have to decide as a society what is really valuable. And I feel that here. I feel wisdom around those ideas. It scares people. It feels kind of radical. It feels like you have some radical ideas behind all this. Let's have cake. It's just, there is this very radical energy. But ultimately, there's this energy as well. And it's very scary at times. You can be very scary at times. But also, I love your energy. It's very interesting. It's very enjoyable. It is, it's like a story. It unfolds like a story. Are you a writer? Maybe you like to write. It's very creative. It's a very creative energy. So, yeah, people fear you. And that's not always a bad thing. All right. Okay, group 2, that's what I received for you. I hope this was an interesting and fun reading. I really enjoyed reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you made it this far, give me a little heart, like a green little heart down below, just for fun. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected the red baddie. This is going to be your reading all about why do people fear you. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right. So why do people fear you? Well, look at your picture. You're very powerful. And you may be a witch or a powerful magician. You may be a professional astrologer. You may be a nature lover. You may be a healer. You may work Reiki. You may do some of the healing arts. You may work with herbs or crystals. You may have the healing hands. I feel like you have a very active chakra system. I think your light body is on and active. Your crystal light body is on and active. And I think you know you're here for a higher purpose, and you know what it is. Wow. Okay, we got this card right here. And walking away from toxic relationships, guardian and ally of self-love, integrity, having faith, understands personal power. Boom. You may be a child of Lilith or another underworld energy. Feels a lot of it. I feel a lot of Lilith energy here. I'm going to take this one. Environmentalist, physically fit, harmony, health, fearless, perpetually curious, loves family, holistic, balanced, transforming, removes obstacles. Again, I'm feeling you may be very connected to nature. You may be a traditional witch or involved in traditional eco religion or practices. Tell me more. We have crime fighter, control freak, twisted sense of humor, overworked, chaotic lifestyle, isolation, suspicious, catastrophic thinking, lonely. Okay. I feel like people, I feel like you are probably a loner. Okay. I think you're probably pretty hot. I think you are probably very attractive. I think the way that you have a relationship with nature is very attractive. There's something about you very seductive. I think that you honor your wild child. Um, I don't think you run from it at all. Um, I think you don't beg for attention, and I think it's intimidating. Some of you have Fae energy as well. You may work with the Fae. I feel like you stand your ground. You have no desperation about you at all. You could care less. We got several more. We're going to take them. Fairy godmother. Helpful, anonymous, selfless, eccentric, nurturing, wise, materialistic qualities. Sees the potential in others. Party planner. We have orphan, wants to fit in and can be manipulated, grows up quickly and hardened by struggles. People pleaser, may use trauma as an excuse. I feel like you had a hard upbringing. Okay, it was tough, and you had to learn a lot of lessons. And I think the lessons that you learned turned you into a very giving person. But you're also isolated, okay, and extremely powerful because you're a transmuter. You transmute a lot of very dense energy. I feel like you were left alone a lot. You were left alone to solve so many of your problems. And it made you very powerful, but it also made your heart a prison. It made it very difficult for you to receive love or give love. There's an air about you that can be intimidating. You have a very healthy, it seems like, spiritual system, but it doesn't mean that you don't have issues as well. You know, we're human beings. But I feel like people fear you because you walk in power. You walk in truth. And you walk with a blessing from a dark goddess. Many of you are favored by her because of your devotion. Okay, we have hell, acceptance. I hope I'm not flashing the car. I can barely see because it's so high. Okay, and then we have another one. We have change, werewolf. I think the way you shapeshift, the way you change, is scary to people. People watch you change. They watch you grow. They watch you become wiser and wiser. I think for some of you, your connection to spirits, the nature spirits, the land, whatever your paradigm is, I think it scares the absolute hell out of people. I think some of you are so connected, it has scared people. Um, and that happens. I've done that to people, so I understand this feeling. You can scare people with your abilities. Okay. And the thing is that you just have to own that. Um, it's unfortunate that people get afraid because the gifts you have, the gifts I have, all of those things, those can be, anyone can have those. It just, everyone has abilities and anyone can be psychic. Anyone can do magic. Anyone can do the craft. It's just getting in there and doing it, right? Um, but most people don't think about it. They think it's something they could never do. So, and they become afraid when they see someone who has cultivated a gift over time, and has truly worked at it, and they see how it does really work. It can be very frightening. Your gifts are intimidating, fairy godmother. I think your magical aura is frightening to people at times. I think at times you can make yourself like a ghost and no one notice you and you sneak up on people. And I think other times you walk in the room bright as the sun. It really just depends on how you feel. We have alchemy. That's you. You're an alchemizer, a transmuter. And it feels like you've always had to do this. It may be why you don't have a lot of people in your life, because you do this on a mass scale. And it can make your aura one of intimidation because you carry so much on your shoulders. Some of you are doing it for your family. Like for family, it's not something that you say, "Oh, I'm transmuting my grandmother's sorrow from blah blah blah." It's a spiritual thing. You may be doing it at night while you sleep. You may wake up feeling bruised and battered. That might be another video. But you're definitely working to help more than just yourself. You're a heavy lifter. And they have these intense auras that can be very scary at times. You will not put up with any noise, not one sound. Do not step out of line. Because honestly, you don't have time for that. Like, you don't. You can be very kind and giving, but don't do it. Okay, no reverses. We have the 10 of torches. Oh my goodness, look at this. I hope I'm not flashing, guys. Okay. If I have ever seen a 10 of Wands card that really speaks of the absolute weight of a 10 of Wands, here we are. Carrying the weight, it feels like, of the world on your shoulders. And you transmute it. You carry it to the shadow. You carry it to the corners, the depths of the shadow. And by the time you crawl there on your knees, screaming, "Help me," you know the velvet darkness is there to greet you. Like a cold, cool friend. And you can lay those wands right down. We have the Knight of Torches. We have the aliens. Oh. I feel this energy of the night setting fire to the torches. They're laid down. And by that fire in the dark, burning the torches. Utter exhaustion. The Knight of Wands wanders away. And the parasites come out to play. We have authority. The power from the rage. The power. The emotion from the torches. From the wands. From the torment. And there she is. She emerges, transmuting those wands. And I was in the darkness, and so I became the darkness. The wands set on fire, forced to face the parasite within, battle the parasite, allow the fire to transmute, the fire of knowledge, of self. But where did this come from? The codependency of those wands, the need to carry them, the need to release them. We have transmutation. I have become the fire, and I have become the flame. That is terrifying. To go from this to this, just as smooth as silk, crawling on your knees with these wands on your back, transmuting this agony and becoming the queen of wands, transmuting it into possibility, happiness, charisma, attraction, fire, inspiration, creativity. If that's not intimidating, I don't know what is. They fear your fire. They fear your flame. They fear your truth because you've seen it. You know it. You have their number. You're like a superhero. You know the truth. You've transmuted this. You know it. You've seen it. They can't lie to you. You know the truth. Tell me more, my group 3. Why do people fear them? Because you know the truth, because you transmuted it. You worked in it. You healed in it. You know what I'm saying. You understand. Another card, please, for my group 3. Holy gate. The doors of pure happiness will soon open. This really is your focus. This is where you want to go. For some of you, when you transmute, that's what you're transmuting into. Happiness. A flood of happiness. Look at all this release here. See this density? I want you to look in this card. This represents density to me. Blocking happiness. And this is the fire. This is the smoke being released, of the flames burning off. So this gate can open for you. You are fearful because you are focused on something more than the shallow. You have no time for shallow, meaningless drivel. You honestly don't really care about what's on the TV. You don't really care about the music. You don't really care. You are doing something different. And it's deeper. You are using your energy for something bigger. And you find it harder and harder to fit in. Even a little bit. Not that you ever did, but even the little bit that you do. People fear you because they can't relate so much. People fear what they don't understand. And a lot of people don't understand you. The boldness, the bravery, but also the brain. You're very smart, very intelligent. And many people never see that part of you. They see the vessel, which is attractive. And because of that, a lot of times they can't see. It takes a while to see the soul. And you don't show that to everyone. All three of my groups have been that way. And I feel like that is because of what's going on in the world, that's more of a necessity, I think. People fear you because they know they could not have done what you have done. Period. You have done more than most people will ever do as far as healing goes, emotional healing, mental healing, letting people go, letting situations go, and actually healing. Yeah, it's one thing to let, toxic things go. It's one thing to look in the mirror and see your monster and do some healing. But it's a whole other thing to evolve that into wisdom, into knowledge, into application, to applying it in your life where you are no longer doing those things. That step is often neglected. It's good to self-reflect. You are humble in your greatness. Did you hear me? You are humble in your greatness. This is a holy gate. Now, people might say, well, Lilith isn't going to go through a holy gate. Well, yes, she is. You must not understand. You must not understand the way things work. Children of Lilith sure would walk through a holy gate. They'll walk through any gate they care to. That's how that works. Beautiful things ahead for you, group 3. Let's get you a couple of Phoenix cards. I love this deck. It is one of my favorite decks. I have so enjoyed using this deck. It has been such a blessing. Tell me about my group 3. Why do people fear my group 3? You are a doer. You are not just a talker. You actually do the work. And the thing is, you don't announce it, you just do it, and it's done. And then people are surprised. They may not even know you did it, but you did. Self-image and self-confidence. They envy that. They envy that. And sometimes when you choose, you walk into a room and you're so confident. Your energy fills the room up. People notice you. Don't ever think they don't. We have the key to mastery. This is really why you're here, isn't it? You're here for self-mastery, right? To master your life, yourself. Okay, let's just talk a little bit. We're just going to talk a little bit about that. That's okay. So some of you have lived this particular life a few times, and you may be having some deja vu, weird dreams, synchronicities. Okay, so this is as far as you've probably been on this particular life, on this particular timeline, and you're trying to change it. You're trying to change it into something else, and it is working. Okay, and you're playing for self-mastery. We're just going to call it that, okay? You're playing the game for self-mastery, and you're headed in the right direction. If your goal is nirvana, if your goal is to not return, then you are wired in. But the thing is that you may get over, and you may have a few conversations or exchanging energy, and you may decide that you may want to. Okay, I'm just telling you from soul to soul that we forget stuff. We forget stuff. So, but also where you're headed is a place where your outcomes are multiple and they are changing constantly. So even what I just said is changing even now because you're rethinking what you wanted. So always keep that in mind. The mastery of self is the mastery of the outcome. It all comes from within your mind, within your third eye, within your consciousness. You are a projector. Whew. Well, that's good. All right. Well, yeah. Yeah. So people are scared of you though. They do fear you. But sometimes that's a good thing, right? Okay, group 3, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and interesting reading. I enjoyed reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you made it this far, drop me a little green heart. I would love to see them. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.